Happy good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to Coffee with Dr. Scott here in the High Performance Chiro group. Anybody else out there just having the absolute best day today, or is it just me? I know it's only 7 a.m., but I've had a fantastic morning so far. Let me get this opened up here. A couple days of a good morning routine will do that for you. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. I quite honestly was completely off my routine over the holidays on purpose. Certainly wasn't like I just slept in. Oldest daughter was here. We had different things going on, so we didn't do a whole bunch of the morning routine. So getting back into it, knowing that I was planning this and knowing I was going to be really good about it, these last 4 days, is that what it is? Have been outstanding. So very excited. I felt great today. Even Lucille down here, which you can't see her, but my dog down by my feet got a little walk this morning, which is not normal in January, but it was warmish, warmer than January should be this morning. So we got out and took a little walk. Woke up even earlier than yesterday, just on my own. Good night's sleep. Morning routine's going great. The nighttime routine was going great as well, which has led to a great morning routine. So I'm having a great day to get started. I hope you are as well. Hope your evening routine has been going great and your morning routine's off to a good start. Thank you for making me part of your morning routine. Usually I'm in the mason jar, right? Dr. Ron, if you're watching, thank you very much for the mug again. I know I thanked you before, but I busted out today. It was definitely a superhero kind of day. All around me as well. Anyways, today's topic is finding your flow. Oh, I just noticed as I'm looking there too, that I told you the day or two ago that this was going to be more casual here. So I don't feel like I need to get dressed up in my fancy t-shirts. I can just wear my regular t-shirts that I just got done working out in. This is CrossFit 262. Milwaukee, just outside of Milwaukee is CrossFit 262, which brings to mind, I'm actually, for those of you here in the High Performance Chiro group who are not clients already, you might be interested to know that I am going back out on tour here quickly. Actually, it's right there. Got St. Louis coming up. I got Chicago coming up. I got Boise, Idaho, Florida. I have to go down to New Mexico, the Southwest. I'll be in Los Angeles in April. So I'm putting together my travel calendar here for the spring, and I've already got, 4 of the 6 regions that I cover scheduled. So while I'm on tour, obviously I do my initial practice evaluations. I come into your office, do an evaluation, sit down with you. We spend like an hour and a half, 2 hours together in your office. It's only $295. It's got a money back guarantee. So again, if you're in this group and you're watching and you haven't had me do one of those, you should. Hit me up, send me a message, something like that, because we're planning a lot of travel here. Fun little thing for me, my oldest daughter who starts college next year, senior in high school right now, next year she's going to college part-time, and she's going to travel with me during my tour. So I had been thinking about reducing those, but now I'm actually increasing my tour all the way through 2019 and the spring of 2020. So we'll be getting around quite a bit doing that tour. Again, if you would like to have me come in and evaluate your practice, definitely just shoot me a message. Let's get to the morning routine. Today's about finding your flow. What does that even mean? I mentioned in the teaser video that I made yesterday for everybody else who's not in the group yet, that this is a way to make your own luck. A lot of people wake up and they just kind of hope good things happen to them every morning. And I'm telling you that that's not the way to go. In order to make your own luck, you need to be prepared. And one of the best way to get prepared is still in the nighttime routine. We're actually going into morning here in the next day or two. I think there's one more left in nighttime routine. But another big part of your nighttime routine, after you do your brain dump, is you know your sleep hours, your optimal sleep hours, is to prepare for tomorrow, tonight, the night before. Couple different ways to do that. I have my way of doing it. There are probably better ways. I just have what works for me, and hopefully you found in this these segments that I'm not about telling you to do it this way. I'm telling you to figure it out for yourself, but do something going towards this particular idea. So when we're talking about finding your flow or preparing for the next day, if you're writing out your brain dump, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Just go ahead and write that out then. And I had a conversation yesterday with a with both a client and one of my staff members about digital versus writing. So you could very easily go pull up your iPad and look at your schedule for tomorrow and kind of go through it that way. But I think there's a big difference between what's you see on the screen versus handwriting it. So for you to handwrite at 9 a.m. I have this appointment or whatever is hugely different than seeing it on a screen. Do you agree with that or not agree with that? Let me know in the comments down below. I was telling my daughter, again, another aside, I saw a picture of her in one of her, she's got a special class called CEO. It's a business class in high school for college course. And I saw a picture of her in a room with a bunch of other kids in this U shape. And all the other kids had a laptop and she's writing down on a yellow legal pad. And I'm like, are we the poor people? Like, why can't we buy you a computer? She's like, I prefer to write. And we got in that conversation about that then as well. And I feel like she probably remembers better by writing the notes than you would if you typed up the notes, just because of that process of actually writing the letters. I feel like we've lost a lot of that. Where was I going with it? So, writing down tomorrow's schedule is one way to do it. I want to tell you my way, because I like my way. It works for me, and I think it sets it even better than writing it, because I still think when you're writing it, you've got a lot of thoughts going on. And we're going to talk about meditation as part of our morning routine, and I don't meditate. I say I don't meditate. I don't do it in the morning. I think it's a good part of the morning routine. I don't do it. So I always bring it up, and I like to start a conversation about it. If I do meditate, it's this process right here. I wouldn't call it meditation, but I think some people, when they hear it, they're like, that's meditation, dude. So maybe I have to call it that. But what I do when I finally get into bed, so I've done my brain dump, set my alarms and done all that stuff, done all my hygiene. When I get into bed, the first thing I do is lay flat on my back. And, I'm a side, sometimes stomach sleeper. I toss a lot, but I don't sleep on my back at all. I can't sleep on my back. If I fall asleep on my back, I'm awake really quickly and moving over. Anyways, I lay on my back flat to do the exercise. And the exercise is finding my flow and preparing for tomorrow. So instead of handwriting it, I do it mentally, but I do it in a very, very calm state of meditation. So I take some deep breaths, typically 10 of them, with a 4-second in, 8-second out, with a hold in between as well. And I get myself in this relaxed state. I kind of do a little body flow to try to feel where stuff is. And if I feel like I have some tension somewhere, I try to relax that area. But I try to get as peaceful as I can. Again, maybe it is meditation. But I'm only there for a few minutes. Like I said, I just do my calming, which helps put me to sleep as well. And then I go through my day in my head. And really, it gets me to such a state that there's nothing else. So I feel like meditation is just that silence, right? You're just focusing on your breathing or whatnot. And I'm not doing it for that. I'm getting my body. Sometimes I'll tighten up and then let it relax just to get myself into this state. And then I'll start processing my day. So I will affirm what time I'm going to wake up, which today I woke up about 45 minutes before that time, but I still woke up feeling great. I affirm that I'm going to wake up feeling refreshed and rested and ready to just kill my day, crush my day, dominate my day, whatever it is. But I'm just sitting there thinking like, all right, I'm going to wake up before the alarm goes off at 5:07. I'm going to wake up feeling refreshed and energized. I need to shave my head tomorrow. Whatever it might be, I just go through those morning things. I do have to do that. I'll be out in the gym by 5:30. Tomorrow I got squats. If I have a heavy squat coming up, I'll prepare for that. I'll actually envision myself doing that heavy squat that I have to do. If it's sprints, I'll see myself doing those things. I'll feel the way I feel. I'll tell myself I'm going to drink my water. I'll even rehash the show that I have to do the next morning. And again, this is all like, we're going to do a 12-minute show today, but I'll do that in like 12 seconds. I'll just see how I'm doing. I'll see how it goes. Just think about my topic and let it sit in my brain overnight. And then I'll go through the rest of my day. I don't necessarily go to the detail like what I'm going to cook the kids. I'm just like, I'll cook the kids breakfast. They've got this exercise they've got to do in the morning, and I've got to be a good coach for them as well as a father. I'll get them to school, get back in here, and then I'll think about a couple projects that I need to do. I'll reaffirm that I'm going to spend the first 2 hours without distractions, just doing work for my clients to be a better coach. And then I, open up my coaching calls or whatever it might be, but I walk through my entire day. I typically get to about 2:30, and then I kind of shut it down or I'm almost falling asleep by that time. once I pick up the kids, once I shut down the computer at 2:30 and go to pick up the kids, I'm pretty much done anyway as far as focused. And at that point, it just becomes about the kids. I think I mentioned this a couple of days ago. I've actually been leaving the phone here on its cradle. I actually have a landline now, as far as I'm concerned. This phone is a landline. It doesn't go with me anywhere. I don't take my cell phone. If I go to the grocery store, I don't take my cell phone to pick up the kids. I just don't carry a cell phone anymore. Obviously, when I start to travel, I probably will. Or I can just, that's just an aside. Point being, I get rid of distractions, and that's just family time for me. I do come back into the garage twice. Once after basketball practice, and then once right before I go up to bed, just to make sure everything's here and I know what's going on. So I do come in and check things, but I don't get stuck out here very much. Kind of got off my topic there. The finding your flow for me is that little meditative state. It is me just getting myself calm, and then I'd say I'm there 3 to 4 minutes. I'm just envisioning the next day. And for me, because I'm quiet, I feel like that sets in my brain even better than if I had handwritten it out. I like to brain dump handwritten just to get it out of my brain, but this is stuff I want in my brain. So I like to just settle down, think about it all, and go through that process. So that is my evening routine. That is what sets up the morning routine. Again, I believe tomorrow we are getting into the morning routine, the actual morning part of it. So I look forward to that. I see you joining me there, Tyler. Again, just like yesterday, I would love to see who's engaged here. So if you're watching this video and here to the end, hit that little like button just to let me know you're here. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know how your nighttime routine is going. And as we get into the morning routine tomorrow, we're going to go right through Saturday, Sunday as well. We'll be here for the weekend. So let me know your thoughts. I will talk to you all soon.